Good morning, my Libras. It is, what is today? Tuesday morning. It is Tuesday morning and we are going to do your reading. I just want to say real quick that I am, like yesterday I did the Kings. Today I'm going to do the Queens. Tomorrow the Knights. So I'll finish out the Zodiac. Now on tomorrow night I have to go out of town on, I don't know, 10 or 11 days. Take a road trip out of town, hit New York, like Salem, Massachusetts, Hyannisport, Nantucket, the Berkshires, New Hampshire. Did I say New Hampshire? Connecticut. I don't know. It's along New England. But yeah, so I won't be able to do the Zodiac because I'll be in different places, and this takes a good 3 to 4 hours. And plus the walls, you know, certain hotels or certain places I'm staying, the walls are thin, and I just can't commit to that. But I will probably put out a video every day, and it will be just like a general collective energy. And if you guys have any idea what you want, you can even throw it in the comments. But it could be like a quote unquote personal reading, or if you guys want to love messages, or, you know, but I'll just do general messages. Okay, Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Libra. Let's see what's going on. I was shuffling quite a bit thinking of you guys. Like the creeper I am. Stuff of Hallmark movies, I know. Okay, Libra, what's going on? If you are a Libra, know a Libra, feel like being a Libra, it is all good, Libra. It really is. Come one, come all, come as you are. Naked or in a suit or in a dress. This is a judgment-free zone. And now I'm rambling. But let's get to this reading. Libra wants to know what's going on. So she's like, Stacy, don't make me get my sword out. Don't make me get that out. I swear to God, I will. Okay, Libra. Okay, one more. I'm feeling it. Ooh, Five of Swords. What is this? And the King of Wands. Okay. Let's see. What's the general energy for the Libras? What is the general energy for Libra? Deep breath. What is the general energy for Libra? The Nine of Wands. Don't give up. You're almost there, my love. That's what that means. Almost there. Do not give up. It's our fearless warrior. And that is you. That really is you. You don't give up no matter how painful the journey is, how hard the project is, no matter how wavy and crashy the path is and dark. You keep going. I mean, look at all these scars on her. And she wears them outside of her shirt very proudly. What's influencing the Nine of Wands? What is influencing it? What is influencing it? The World reversed. You know what this feels like? Repeating the same lesson. It could be unfinished business. It's not closing something out, but it feels like you're repeating the same lesson that keeps getting you hurt. Like, does it really need to be this hard? And why hasn't it come to completion yet? Why haven't I gotten to this goal? It feels like it's taken forever. What is the reason for the reading? Why are we all here today, kids? What is it? What is it, Libra? What is it? What is it? The Sun. Wow, look at this major arcana. Look at this happiness. Isn't that a happy and beautiful card? Maybe, see, Nine of Wands is don't give up, you're almost there. What are you almost? It's like the light at the end of the tunnel. If this is just about healing, and I don't want to say just about healing, anybody who's gone through a dark night of soul knows how devastating that is. And it feels like the light is at the end of the tunnel. No matter what this is, if this is work-related, love-related, it feels like the dark days are behind you. The troubles are behind you. The money struggles are behind you. What's in the past for Libra? What happened in the past? What happened in the past? What is it? The Page of Cups. Look at that cute little fishy. This is always like a Pisces card to me. But this is hope. I always think of this card as hope. Page of Cups is hope. It's a new beginning. It's just a hopeful new beginning that's full of promise. What is on your mind right now? What is on Libra's mind? What is on Libra's mind? Ten of Cups reversed. Why do I feel like this is the World reverse? Repeating the same thing. It could be hope of fixing this. It could be hope of just having to leave it once and for all. And for some of you, each of you is going to be different. Some of you are hoping to repair this, because it almost feels like it could just be a fight, you know, or some type of, I don't know, some kind of discourse going on in your home. What is in the near future? What is in the near future? The Page of Swords. Look at these pages, Libra. What are you doing? It's Page of Swords is the researcher. He's the sharpest tool in the whole tarot. Because he researches the shit out of things. But you know what he's holding? Look at his left. Is it his left hand? Yeah, his left hand. He's holding on to a dandelion. And dandelions, if you were a kid, which I assume everyone here was a kid at some point, unless you're Benjamin Button and you're aging in reverse, you're holding on to a wish fulfillment. You're holding on to a wish, something that maybe some of you, it's even about going back to school. But the Page of Swords is, he's analytical. He's a researcher in your head. You're still holding on to this wish fulfillment. There's this new beginning. Nine of Wands is, I'm not going to give up. Some of you, this is just about yourselves and your dreams. And on your mind with the Ten of Cups reverse and the World reverse, I feel like it's breaking family patterns and breaking the same pattern of doing something different than was expected of you too. Because this does feel like a pattern. Ten of Cups reverse and the World reverse that you keep repeating, or your family or people in your family kind of repeat the same thing, but you just want something different. Something that's going to make your soul happy, your heart happy, your emotionally happy, intellectually happy. And it's new and it's exciting, and maybe you're kind of keeping it to yourself at this time. But look at this. World reverse is she's holding one little world and then she's holding a big world. And I feel like you're exchanging this out for this over here, you know, exchanging something small out for something bigger. That's what you want to do. But maybe you're just trying to tie up loose ends too of where you are. Okay, Libras, how do you see yourself right now? How do my Libras see themselves? How do Libras see themselves? How do Libras see themselves? The Hangman. You're just hanging out. Hanging out. It almost feels like wait the right time. The Hangman can be stuck energy, but it's by choice. It's a breather. It's getting a fresh perspective. But I almost feel like you're waiting for the right time to do this. Because somebody might get hurt, somebody might get their expectations lost. If you're in a love relationship and this is like a marriage that's kind of ending, I think you're excited about the future, but it's just kind of tying up loose ends. And it was a rope that really hurt you. You know, it's like a string. It's how do you say it? It's a relationship that you really went through it, you know, and you really did try to make it work over and over and over, like the World reverse. And it's funny with the central, the reading is that, but on the outside is all this hope. And maybe you're just trying to see how I can make this happen, how I can make this new beginning happen away from this. Okay, what's the energy coming in to influence us? What's the energy coming in? What is that card? The Two of Wands. In fact, I saw the Two of Swords. That's funny. Two of Wands reverse. That's definitely making a decision. And like the Two of Swords is making the decision and getting clear in your head. The Two of Wands reverse is no longer waiting. It's just funny. She's sitting there on top of her house with a big world, right? And I do feel like, Libra, you were in a very tiny existence. You were in this tiny world holding a bigger world and looking up, like you're looking towards the stars, you're looking towards your wish fulfillment. You're just like, if only, you know, like she's waiting for someone to guide her or help her, but she's holding all the knowledge and she's almost out of her existence, but she's like too afraid to actually leave it. She just goes on the roof, you know, but she's getting there, taking little steps, but she's not giving up on herself and on her dreams. Oops. And I feel like the energy coming in with the Two of Wands being reversed, which is great, is you actually making the decision to go. And some of you could have just be living at home with parents and the safety net. It doesn't necessarily have to be you're leaving something tumultuous, but you've maybe been holding yourself back due to fear. Or you were in a marriage that is now ending and now you have to go out on your own and it excites you. It scares you and excites you, but you know it's going to be a path that's all yours, right? And it's going to lead to a lot of happiness because this is what your soul's really wanting you to do. And maybe the Hangman is just you taking a breather to figure out how to make this happen. What is in your emotions right now? What is in Libra's emotions? What is in Libra's emotions? What is in Libra's emotions? The King of Wands reverse. I saw that when I was shuffling along with the Five of Swords. Yeah, the King of Wands reverse is lack of confidence. It's just that simple. There is magic inside you, my dear. Look at her wand. And I pulled the female king, not the male king. So for some of you female people, some of you females watching this could be just trying to take your power back, taking control back. And it probably terrifies you because there's no safety net now. Now you have to go out on your own. But this is a lesson that you really need to do. You really need to do this for yourself. And the King of Wands reverse is looking at other people. And maybe this is how you felt, because this is in your emotions for some time. Why, it could be on social media, it could be on, wherever, and you just see this person living their dreams and not being afraid to take chances and doing it. And you're just like, oh, why can't that be me? And all along, she's still a King of Wands. It's just reversed because she doesn't see her own power. She doesn't see her own magic. You have to start believing in yourself. Just like this candle says, it says, you are magical with the unicorn. You are. You are, Libra. You are. You have this magic within you. It just needs to come out. You have to let it come out. And it does, like the Knight of Wands is fear, but she doesn't give up. And centrally in the core is who you are. You're not a quitter, and you know you're not a quitter. And that's probably that little voice that keeps pushing you forward. And that's that influence coming in for this whole reading. So the sun can happen, is making that decision for yourself. Taking a chance on yourself, and let's see what you can do. What is the outcome here for Libra? What's the outcome? What is the outcome? It's funny we have 2 Page of Swords because I meditate on your energy and shuffle this clarifying deck, and it's the Page of Swords there too. Is that the Nine of Wands? Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I got distracted, Libra. Okay, what is the outcome for Libra? What is the outcome? What is the outcome for my scales? Justice, death. Yes, I love this. Scorpio. Yes. And look at the bottom of the deck is oh my gosh, we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, death is, look at this. I think this situation has withered you to nothing. I think it's taken everything from you. And you have no choice but to let it go. And it's like down to your bones, it's taken every bit of happiness. But the hope within you, the warrior within you is going to persevere. But you're going to have to go down a different path. And the death card is the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? It's the phoenix rising from the ashes. And it's a new beginning. It's a rebirth. But to be reborn, you have to die, right? You have to let this go, because it's no longer working for you. And look at the bottom of the deck, what's going on underneath. 5 of Wands reverse and the Tower reverse. You have to let it go. I'm telling you, I'm speaking for a Libra who's held on to something that's needed to have been let go for a very freaking long time. There's nothing left to that building, but you were literally holding it by your nails. It's a building you can't even go into anymore. It's nothing that makes you happy. It's a foundation that just... maybe at some point it sheltered you, but you outgrew it. Like she couldn't fit into this building even if she wanted to. That is like the Judgment card. When you see something and it instantly changes you, you can't go back and pretend you can't go back and pretend you didn't see it. Because now it's like instant growth. And so you're going to have to let something go that probably actually caused you a lot of unhappiness, but it was probably you normalized the bullshit, Humans have a tendency to normalize bullshit. They no matter what happens to them, they can put get perception on it and then normalize it. And no matter how unhappy it is, they can make it feel normal. So when anything good comes along, it's like, ooh, that means change. Yes, the death card means change, Libra. You have to change. Why? Because I think you've been allowing people to make the moves in your life. You've been allowing people you've been pieces in other people's lives. But there's something within you that says you need to grow now. You need to take control of your life. You can't let people, I don't feel like you're even around sinister people. I just feel like you've relied on people for too long. And I don't think it's actually even been making you happy. It's just been normal and safe. But does this look safe? Does this building look safe? The county's ready to come in and demolish it. It's not safe. You have to leave it. You have to leave it. Why? What's underneath that is the Wheel of Fortune. You have to move on. I feel like the gears within you are moving on to something new. There's something you probably want to do, want to see, need to be, Libra. There's someone you need to be that you have been holding it back. This is pages. This is a new path. And anything new is exhilarating yet scary. But you don't want to hold yourself back, because if you hold yourself back and try to fit into a building you no longer belong, tell me how long really can you do this? How long? Not very long. Okay, what is this Nine of Wands and the World reverse for Libra? Tell me about this Nine of Wands and the World reverse for Libra. What is this Nine of Wands in the World reverse for Libra? Nine of Wands in the World reverse. What is this? Nine of Wands in the World reverse. I mean, look at this. Before I pull a card, we have a new beginning. In the past, I feel like you've made your mind up. I feel like you go back and forth, honestly, because here you go forward, here you go backwards 2 steps. Here you're going forward again. But the reason for the reading is I think you need something more. You need to reach for something more. I think you want to become something more tomorrow than who you were today. And then something more tomorrow than you were the day before. That's what growth is. And I feel like you are like this. When you started out on this path, you were fine being the little fish. You know, you were fine being taken care of. You were fine being guided. But you're no longer little anymore. You're not. You're just, these dreams need to fly. These dreams need to breathe. Your soul needs to roam and go free. Okay, tell me about this Nine of Wands in the World reversed for Libra. Nine of Wands in the World reversed. And the Knight of Swords. This is something you know you have to do. You made your mind up. Now we go from pages to knights. You see this progression? That's why in your emotions is a King reverse, because this is too early. And maybe, let's just say it's a new business, okay? Maybe it can be overwhelming, like the King of Wands reverse, because you're trying to be a King of Wands. Like you're trying to know everything, how to go about something all in one day, when you really need to break it up. That's the best way of accomplishing any task. And I almost think of the Seven Swords, because the Seven of Swords can mean that breaking up a bigger goal into smaller goals. So, you know, because I think on that card he's carrying 5 swords, he's leaving 2, but he's going to come back for 2. It's working smarter, not harder. But it can be overwhelming when you think you need to know everything today for this path. Just focus on the small things. If this is a business, focus on your name. Focus on what website you would like. Focus on what you would want to do. And tomorrow, you know, there's all kinds of free things. You can design a business card. But if this is about even moving away, just get in the energy of a new city. You know, you can go onto YouTube and people will do like driving around the city. Just sit in that energy of what that feels like. That's what manifestation is. See yourself there, picture yourself there, and then do something small the next day. But that's what this almost feels like. Is we have the pages here, but we have the Knight in the center. There is something you're clear on what you want to do, and what you want to do is break away from what you've been doing. Because this is boring, this is closed in. You outgrew this little world, my dear. And it's time to exchange it out for a bigger one. It is. You know, it's just, I love my cleaner shrimp. I have a saltwater aquarium. I love my cleaner shrimp. Those guys are so fat. I do hand feed them all the time. But they have to change out their shells every single week. And they just did it again. I was watching them at 3 in the morning. They try to be all sneaky. They have no choice but to change their shells because they outgrew it. And it's just, they don't even have it. Do they want to? Is it uncomfortable? Probably. And they go and hide because I'm sure, well, trust me, those guys don't like change either. But they are forced to do something because now they're outgrowing it. This way, your safety net is no longer going to hold you. And it shouldn't hold you back because your safety net, that's just it. Your safety net that you've erected has been holding you back. What is the Sun for Libra? What is the Sun for Libra? What is this? The reason for the reading. What is the Sun doing here? What is that card? Yeah, page. We have 3 pages now. Page of Cups, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, all leading to your happiness. This is an offering. The Page of Cups is the idea. The Page of Cups is just dreams, okay? He's the dreamer of the deck, right? Page of Swords is in the near future, you getting clear, you in your head being like, okay, I can do this. And he researches, he analyzes how to do this. He always holds on to that dandelion. He's got his wish. He's not letting that go. He blows it a little every day, and that sounds really, really dirty. Sorry about that. And the Page of Pentacles is putting now into tangible, whatever this is. And you're going to keep, this is literally feels like you are breaking this up in small goals. All because the reason is you need to fly. You need to fly. And she's got a bird covering her eye. It's like a bird's eye view. You have a bird's eye view on your life. You probably are a Libra that can just see it all play out, which is great. Because if you can't see it, you can't achieve it. Vice versa, if you see it, you will achieve it, no matter how impossible. That's what makes the impossible possible, is believing and seeing in your mind's eye. Okay, what is this Page of Cups in the past for Libra? Tell me about this Page of Cups in the past. What's this Page of Cups in the past? And the Queen of Wands reversed. This is hiding your own light, hiding away who you are. And maybe you hid away who you are at the sake of other people so you don't outshine them. If this is work, maybe you don't want to insult your coworkers or your boss, even though you probably knew what to do better than them, but you just hid yourself away. And the Queen of Wands reverse, yeah, she's very, very introverted. Here she's extroverted. She doesn't give an F what people think. She is a leader. She's not a follower. Here she's a follower and she's not a leader. But inside she's still a leader. And the longer you go in this energy, the more you're holding on to something that needs to go. I feel like this is your soul. This is your inner self. Some of you, it could be even a physical existence with somebody, a tumultuous household. It could be that, but I feel like, and even if that's the case, this doesn't change. This is your inner workings, right? Your gears inside. Your gears are falling apart because you're not letting them move like they were built to move. Your soul isn't moving like it was built to move when you signed up for this life. And you're hiding away yourself at the expense of yourself, at the expense of your soul and happiness. Okay, what is this Ten of Cups reverse on Libra's mind? What is this Ten of Cups? I feel like that's disappointment. I feel like you've been holding yourself back because you don't want to disappoint people. I don't feel like it's like crazy, and some of you could have been in a very bad marriage. That's definitely the case, but I feel like this is more disappointment. What is this Ten of Cups reverse on your mind? And the High Priestess. So you've been keeping yourself silent and hidden away and in the shadows and quiet. High Priestess doesn't talk about what she thinks. She's very wise. Very, very wise. Very wise. She sits between these two pillars, black and white. She sits the in between. She just stays silent and in between. And yeah. I was thinking of King Solomon because that's where it comes from. King Solomon was really, really wise, and it's his pillars. And if I try to pronounce this, I'm really gonna butcher it, so I won't even. But you can look it up, the story between the B and the J. But she's very, very quiet. She's really wise, but she keeps her thoughts to herself. And it could be fear. You could have been like your family could have trained you to keep yourself, yourself small. But I feel like you don't want to outshine people because you don't want to offend them. That's like when you were in class and, there's that know-it-all that always raises their hand and they're always right. Not all the time, but I think you probably would have known the answer, but you didn't want to take that attention. You don't want to stand up. That's what I'm feeling. You just hid yourself away. What is this Page of Swords in the near future? What is this Page of Swords in the near future? What is this Page of Swords in the near future for Libra? And the Five of Wands, yeah. could be competition, and maybe you're afraid of competition. Maybe you're afraid of what people are going to say, and that's why you're just in this analytical watching. But you still have your dream. You still hold your wish. I mean, how long can you watch? Pretty soon, Libra, you're going to watch your life go by, and all those little, I think I'm going to have to say the word, seeds. I hate the word seeds, but all of them are just going to blow away, and you're going to be left with a weed. This is, yeah, you're going to be left with a weed if you wait, due to fear of what people are going to say or what people are going to do or the competition you're going to face. Because bottom of the deck, the Magician reverse, and the World, you're holding yourself back. You have the power. The Magician is still a magician. He's just reversed because he's not acting within his power. But now we have the World. You're going to have no choice but to move forward here. Okay, what is this Hangman for Libra? What is this Hangman for Libra? What is it? What is this Hangman about for Libra? Oh, no. I want to say the Nine of Swords, but we shall see. What is this Hangman about for Libra? And the King of Pentacles. Yeah. And it's, if you put it this way, the sun, the happiness, internally, you have a bird's eye view of how to get here. Okay, but now we got to get it into tangible form. We got to get out of this Page of Swords and Page of Cups, out of the dreams and thinking mode. Now we got to start putting this together and start acting on it. Because this Page of Pentacles turns into a King of Pentacles. Libra, you turn into a King of Pentacles. A King of Pentacles is just a lot of happiness because it's self-built. You picked yourself up from your bootstraps, learned how to do it, and you built this life, you built this business, you built something that you can pass down to generation. This is someone who doesn't have to worry about going to the grocery store because they have a mortgage due, or they have lights to pay, or a utility bill to pay, or a car payment to pay. This is somebody who can they take care of theirs and they take care of their own. And the only way you're going to get to this King of Pentacles, Libra, is to start. You got to stop holding yourself back. And see, we have the Hangman of you like, I know what I need to do. I know I have the bird's eye view on my soul and on my life. I feel like you can really see what you need to do, but yet you're hanging out here. But the longer you hang, do you see this zipper? It's like a new world behind this leafy thing, the safety net. You're going to have to fall and see if you can fly. You're going to have to. Tell me about, that was here. Yeah. Tell me about the World, I was going to say the World reverse because she's holding the World. The Two of Wands reverse. Yeah, Ace of Cups. I see an Ace of Cups. I'll take you. He flew out on my hand. Ace of Cups. You know what's funny? He flew out like this. Do you guys see how cute that is? Wearing your heart on your sleeve. You get it? Ace of Cups on the sleeve. You see what I did there? Yeah, you wear your heart on your sleeve. Don't change that. Okay, maybe that's why that wanted to come out. Don't change who you are for other people either. Stay true. Don't let people crush that. But Ace of Cups, making this decision is a lot of healing. A lot of healing. This is wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Remember the dandelion, the wish fulfillment. Close your eyes and make a wish. Because, I mean, the energy here is to have something really grand. Give me another card on this Two of Wands reversed. And the Six of Wands, celebrity card. 6 and 7 of Wands is getting a lot of attention for whatever this is. Wish fulfillment. And it all is because you made the decision to do it. 2 of Wands is action. This isn't 2 of Swords. That's not your card. 2 of Wands is action. Making the decision to say, you know what, I can't wait for anyone to guide me or to help me. I can't wait for someone to help me do this or do this for me. I have to do this. And once you do this, you now are a Page of Pentacles, knowing with bird's eye view that you're going to turn this into a King of Pentacles. I mean, look at all this crap around him. I mean, you're going to be surrounded by a bunch of good crap, you know. Ace of Cups and 6 of Wands is getting a lot of attention and a lot of accolades for doing this. And what's important about this, Libra, is this isn't about you anymore. This is not even about your children and looking at Libra and just say, oh my gosh, my mom or dad did this from nothing. They built this from nothing. I need to at least minimally need to do that or take over the business. It's not just that. It's people you don't know. It's people thousands of miles away from you that will one day possibly read about how did this happen? How? I mean, he's up on his horse coming through town. And did we not have this reading kind of last week for you guys? I swear this topic comes up a lot for you. But he's up on a horse coming through town, a town that he probably once was from, and maybe they named something after him. And I'm not saying this is for every single Libra out there, but why not? I mean, honestly, why not? The only difference between having the haves and the have-nots is action. And the only difference from sitting on your ass in action is self-belief. So if it's all up to you, and if you choose to have this, then why can't you have this? There's no reason you can't have this. And where is it at? Where is that Queen of Wands? Yes, because I thought of that in the Page of Cups way back in thought mode. She holds on to this wand. This is where she came from. She doesn't forget where she's coming from. She's never also forgetting where she's going and on this path. That's why she holds the Ace of Wands. She never lets go of why she's on this path, because she's afraid if she let it go, it might all go away. Never let go of your dreams, Libra. Never let go of your dreams. Tell me about this King of Wands reverse in your emotions. Tell me about the King of Wands reverse and Libra's emotions. I'm sorry, guys. It's already 31 minutes. Tell me about this King of Wands reverse and Libra's emotions. And the Lover's reverse. It's a disconnect. And it could be, for some of you, and maybe for many of you, it could be a relationship that broke apart, that kind of destroyed your self-esteem and your self-worth. But really, this is a disconnect from your higher self. Because the Lovers, and it's making the choice. It also means the choice, and you're not making the choice. And what? To see your magic within. You're not making the choice to be in your full power. You're making your choice to be the Magician reverse and not acting in your full power. But yeah, the up here is your higher self, your masculine and feminine energies. There's a disconnect going on. I feel like you know what you want to do, and I feel like you even know how to do it. But there is this lack of self-belief in the King of Wands reverse. Maybe you're afraid of attention. Maybe you see that this can happen one day and you don't even know how to go about it, or you don't want to be seen because you like being that high priestess up here on your mind, hiding yourself away. But I don't think it makes you happy. I think hiding yourself away makes you very unhappy, which is the Ten of Cups reverse. Especially when you know you can have the Ten of Cups and you're choosing to keep it reversed. It's really sad. It's really sad. What is this death? I was going to say death reverse, but at least we have the death card in the outcome, which is great. This is you jumping, like in the full energy, jumping off the cliff into this energy and saying, you know, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? Yeah, Knight of Wands reverse is procrastination. It's procrastination. You are procrastinating this death, this transformation. You are procrastinating this path. You see it, you feel it, you know how to do it. Even if you're saying, I don't know how to do it, you know how to do it. It's the self-belief. And I think, Libra, you might be a Libra who's afraid of success more than failure. Because this Knight of Wands, the energy is just like the King of Wands, the energy is still there. This guy is sitting on a car that's on and hitting the gas, but keeps the car in park. And he's just like, I hear the engine going, but I'm not going forward. Well, you have to, nobody's going to come behind your car and start pushing it. You got to use your hand and push it into drive, right? You got to put yourself into drive. Nobody's going to do that for you. This is a lot of potential not being used. But the good thing is clarifying the death. I think you're going to what? Make that choice. And it's funny, when I dropped it, it is up right now. It was like this, mind you. It did come out reversed, but when I put it back down, it was upright. Making that choice, the Lovers means the choice. You're making that choice to believe in yourself. To go from I can'ts to I can. To make this happen. Well, give me another card on the death card and the outcome, since we're already at what, 34 minutes? Holy crap. Give me another card on the death card. And the Page of Swords. 3 times I've seen this card. 3 times. He sees, it's funny because he's in the clouds, he's on water, in his head, he's clear on what he needs to do. In his heart, he's clear on what he needs to do. The Page of Swords and your Page of Cups, you're balanced here. Your head, your heart, and your head are balanced. The Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles is supporting you. So you may even have a great support system, but you even know what to do. So you have the know-how, you have the intellect, you have the heart to do this. But it could be laziness. It could just be as simple of, maybe tomorrow. I know, Stacy, but maybe tomorrow. There we go. Here's the Seven of Swords on the bottom of the deck and the Four of Swords. It feels so procrastination, and maybe you are overwhelmed. This could be overwhelmed, thinking, I don't know how to pick up those 7 swords all together, but the Seven of Swords shows you pick up 5 today, come back for 2 tomorrow, and then you got all 7. And everybody is falling around him, dropping his swords because they were trying to do it all at once. You don't have to have this all figured out. You don't have to have A to Z all, on a dotted line by tomorrow. Just break it up into small goals, but you have to start doing something. That's what this is saying. You can't keep holding on to this and expecting it to turn into a castle magically for you without doing any work for it. And I don't think you wouldn't even be happy if that happened. I could be reading for a Libra, not saying you would turn away $40 million if you won the lottery, but if you made something like a King of Pentacles, and it was like $1 billion company, it's something you created, I don't know. It's just the value. The value is higher because you did it. But I do want to say it affects other people that you don't even know. The reach is so far. And that's what the universe is all about. Not one person's more important than the other. But what we're supposed to do, when one person gets to be able to climb that ladder, they're supposed to help others rise. That's really, because we're all a bunch of ants supposed to be supporting each other. We got a lot of selfish people, and that doesn't work like that. But it doesn't mean you have to be like that. Most importantly, you got to stop sleeping on your life. You got to stop watching your life go by, because you're going to regret it. And underneath that is the Fool reverse and the Tower reverse. Can't be afraid to fall and afraid to fail. Failure, even that is a big lesson. The only failure here is not doing it at all. Okay, Libras, that is what I have for you guys this week. That was my TED Talk for Tuesday morning. I will see you guys next week somehow, some way. I hope you guys have a lovely week. Take care.